You've tightened your calories, tracked every macro, maybe even added intermittent fasting, and the scale still won't move. You walk more, sleep better, and the mirror still says, stuck. If that's you, stop blaming willpower. The problem isn't only what you put in. The problem might be the furnace that's supposed to burn it. Think of your body like a house. You can deliver perfect fuel into the basement, calories, protein, intermittent fast windows, but if the furnace is broken, that fuel sits there and the house stays cold. In your body, the furnace is the liver. It's the metabolic engine that processes and oxidizes deep, visceral fat. If the liver is sluggish, weight loss becomes biologically difficult, not because you're failing, but because the machine is offline. The liver has two core jobs that matter for your figure and energy. It detoxifies environmental compounds and it controls how fats and sugars are handled, including turning stored fat back into usable energy through fat oxidation. When the liver is busy detoxifying or clogged with fat itself, it prioritizes cleanup over fat burning. Modern life exposes us to a cocktail of metabolic stressors, from processed seed oils and excess alcohol to ubiquitous chemicals like phthalate, PFAs and other endocrine-disrupting obesogens. When the liver's detox pathways are overloaded, its ability to oxidize visceral fat falls sharply, meaning calories stay stored instead of becoming fuel. Clinically, we call excess fat in the liver non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, and it's far more common than people think. The liver literally begins to look and behave like a foie gras, fatty, inflamed, and inefficient. Importantly, this doesn't only happen to people who are visibly overweight. Even lean individuals can have a fatty, sluggish liver that sabotages their metabolism. That's the crucial disconnect. You're fixing inputs, calories, macros, meal timing, but you're not repairing the organ that turns stored fat back into fuel. So the body holds onto visceral fat as a protective deposit and your energy feels flat. That's why some people can eat less and still not lose. The metabolic furnace won't respond. Before you spiral into self-blame, this is common and fixable. As a functional medicine practitioner, I've seen dozens of patients who were doing everything right until we focused on liver regeneration and detox support, and then their energy, mood, and waistline all shifted. This video will walk you through the science, the hidden symptoms to watch for, and a practical Mediterranean-style purification protocol you can follow. Here's the roadmap for the next 20 minutes. First, we'll unpack exactly how the liver gets sluggish and the science behind toxin-driven fat trapping. Then I'll give you a 5-point symptom checklist so you can see if this applies to you. After that, a practical Mediterranean purification protocol to reboot the furnace, and a simple daily plan to start regenerating your liver safely. If you want the scale to finally move, watch closely. Alright, now let's zoom in on the liver. I want to show you, in plain language, why this organ is the metabolic switch for fat loss, and how modern life slowly flips that switch off. By the end of this chapter, you'll understand exactly why the liver stops burning fat and what biologically needs to change to get it running again. Think of the liver like a two-lane factory. One lane is detoxification, processing chemicals, drugs, and pollutants so the body can eliminate them. The other lane is energy metabolism, burning fats, producing ketones, making and exporting VLDL, and regulating blood sugar. Normally, the liver juggles both lanes, but when one lane floods, especially the detox lane, the other one slows down. What floods the detox lane? Everything from too much alcohol and excess fructose to processed seed oils, pesticides, and a growing list of environmental obesogens, chemicals like PFAs, phthalate, and certain persistent organic pollutants. These compounds force the liver to dedicate resources to neutralize and excrete them, and detox is energetically expensive. When detox demand is high, two metabolic consequences commonly appear. First, the liver's mitochondrial capacity and beta oxidation, the biochemical machinery that burns fat, downshift. Second, pathways that normally export fat as VLDL or oxidize it get impaired. The result: fat accumulates in liver cells instead of being shipped out or burned. Another metabolic accelerator is de novo lipogenesis, the liver's ability to convert excess sugar, especially fructose, into fat. High fructose intake, think sodas and processed foods, and diets heavy in certain polyunsaturated seed oils can encourage this lipogenic program, effectively manufacturing fat inside the liver itself. As fat builds inside hepatocytes, the liver becomes inflamed and generates oxidative stress. That inflammation makes the liver less efficient at both detox and fat oxidation, which causes more fat to accumulate, a self-reinforcing vicious cycle. Over time, this can progress from simple steatosis to inflammatory damage known as NASH, and even fibrosis if unchecked. At the cellular level, mitochondria, the liver's power plants, are key. Toxins and lipid overload impair mitochondrial function, reducing ATP production and causing metabolic sluggishness. That's why people with a fatty, inflamed liver often report chronic fatigue and brain fog. The organ that helps regulate your energy economy is underperforming. Liver fat and inflammation also interfere with insulin signaling. The liver becomes less responsive to insulin's instruction to stop producing glucose and to allow normal metabolic switching. That contributes to systemic insulin resistance, a key reason belly fat is stubborn and why blood sugar control becomes harder even when food and exercise look right on paper. Clinically, we call this pattern non-alcoholic fatty liver disease or NAFLD. It's the silence epidemic. Many people have it without clear symptoms until it's advanced. Importantly, NAFLD is a metabolic state, not solely tied to weight, which is why even slender people can have a fatty, malfunctioning liver. So to summarize, toxins and modern dietary patterns can shift the liver's priorities toward detox and fat production. Mitochondrial fatigue, inflammation, impaired fat export, and insulin resistance all conspire to make your liver a sluggish furnace. You can eat perfectly and still not lose because the organ responsible for unlocking deep fat is preoccupied or impaired. If the liver is the furnace, how do you know if it's clogged? You don't need an MRI to get a strong signal. There are 5 surprisingly common, underappreciated signs that your liver is overloaded. I call them the 5 hidden symptoms of liver overload, and they're the fastest way to tell whether the metabolic furnace needs attention. Let's walk through each one and I'll show you one quick self-check for each. Symptom 1. Chronic fatigue, especially waking tired even after enough sleep. When the liver's mitochondria are strained, ATP production falls, your body can't make energy efficiently. Clinically, this often shows as waking still exhausted or feeling like you need coffee before you can function. Quick self-check. For 7 days, rate your morning energy on a 1 to 10 scale. If most mornings are below a 6, that's a red flag to investigate liver function. Symptom 2. Unexplained right shoulder or upper neck tension, often dismissed as posture. The diaphragm and liver share neural pathways, so liver inflammation can present as a dull ache under the right shoulder or a tight trapezius. Self-check. Tap the area under your right rib cage gently. If a dull soreness reproduces your shoulder discomfort, bring this up with your clinician. It's a pattern we see with hepatic inflammation. Symptom 3. Skin issues and persistent dark circles. When the liver's clearance pathways are congested, the body uses alternate routes, the skin and lymphatics, to dump toxins. That can show as intermittent acne, rosacea-like redness, unexplained dermatitis, or stubborn under eyeshadows that don't respond to creams. Self-check. Note whether these skin changes worsen after heavy, processed or alcohol-containing meals. A temporal link is a clue. Symptom 4 is the liver belly. This is different from a soft bloated belly. It's a firmer, more protruding upper abdomen or right upper quadrant fullness. People describe it as a hardness under the ribs or a gentle doming in the upper stomach. Self-check. Lie on your back and palpate gently under the right ribs. A sense of firm fullness compared to the left side is a pattern worth discussing with a clinician and may prompt imaging. Symptom 5. Waking hot or sweaty between roughly 2 a.m. and 4 a.m. The liver's detox rhythms peak overnight. If the organ is actively struggling, you'll sometimes wake during that window sweaty or flushed. This circadian sign, paired with fatigue and digestive symptoms, is a useful metabolic clue. Self-check. Keep a sleep log for week and note timing of night awakenings and sweats. Individually, one of these signs can mean many things, but they become highly suggestive when they cluster. Fatigue plus upper right discomfort plus night sweats, or under eye dark circles that flare after alcohol. Those patterns raise the pretest probability that the liver's detox lanes are taxed. It's the constellation that matters. If you see several of these signs, the next step is objective testing. Ask your clinician for liver enzymes, ALT, AST, GGT, fasting insulin, fasting glucose, and an ultrasound or fibroscan if indicated. These tests help confirm NAFLD and show whether inflammation or fibrosis is present. If this resonates, don't panic. In the next chapter, I'll give you a Mediterranean-style purification protocol that uses evidence-based phytonutrients to begin regenerating liver function safely and sustainably. Okay, you've seen the problem. The liver can be hijacked by modern toxins and dietary patterns. Now we move to the good part. A practical, Mediterranean-inspired purification protocol designed to protect liver cells, open detox lanes, and reignite fat burning, without extreme cleanses or gimmicks. Think targeted nutrition, a few powerful phytonutrients, and daily habits that make the liver's job easier. First, the philosophy. We're not starving the liver, we're feeding its function. That means whole, phytonutrient-dense foods that support bile flow, mitochondrial function, and antioxidant capacity, plus specific botanical and micronutrient supports that have research backing for liver regeneration. Start the day by coaxing bile and circulation. A cup of warm water with half a lemon on waking, not a detox tea. Just warm water plus lemon to stimulate bile flow gently, followed by 10 minutes of gentle movement, walking, mobility or hip openers. That combination helps the liver move yesterday's fats and toxins into processing pathways. The foundation is a Mediterranean plate, plenty of leafy greens and cruciferous vegetables, broccoli, Brussels, arugula, colorful vegetables, high-quality extra virgin olive oil, wild fatty fish, sardines, salmon, legumes, nuts, and fermenteds like plain yogurt or kefir. Cut down industrial seed oils, excess alcohol, and ultra-processed foods. They overload the liver's detox lane and promote de novo lipogenesis. Now the targeted helpers, phytonutrients with clinical signals for liver support. First, Silymarin, milk thistle, a well-studied flavonoline that protects hepatocytes and supports regeneration. Second, Betaine, from beets, supports methylation and fat export. Third, Berberine, a plant alkaloid that can improve metabolic signaling and insulin sensitivity. Fourth, precursors for glutathione, N-acetylcysteine, glycine, to restore antioxidant defense. Silymarin stabilizes and helps rebuild liver cells. Betaine improves the liver's ability to package and export fat, so it stops accumulating. Berberine helps reset metabolic signaling so the liver favors burning over storing. And glutathione precursors neutralize oxidative stress so mitochondria can recover. Together they reduce inflammation, open export channels, and increase fat oxidation. Practical note. Prioritize food first: beets, crucifers, turmeric, fresh herbs, citrus, and olive oil, and use supplements as targeted support when sourcing these compounds reliably is hard. Choose third-party tested extracts, standardized Silymarin, pharmaceutical-grade berberine, and verified NAC. Quality matters for clinical effect. Here's a gentle 7-day micro-reset you can use as a starter. Emphasize vegetables and fish, remove seed oils and alcohol, include a daily serving of beets or a beet salad. Add one bitter element, artichoke or dandelion greens. With lunch, include turmeric with black pepper at dinner, and consider a verified Silymarin plus Betaine formula each morning for 7 to 30 days under clinician guidance. Supportive habits supercharge the protocol. Prioritize restorative sleep, liver repairs overnight. Do brief resistance training to increase muscle fat uptake, and include cold exposure or brisk walks to stimulate mitochondrial biogenesis. These behaviors improve mitochondrial function and help the liver reallocate energy toward fat oxidation. Safety note: if you take medications, especially for blood sugar or blood pressure, or have known liver disease, talk with your clinician before adding concentrated herbal extracts. Expect gradual change. Many people feel more energy in 1 to 3 weeks and see objective liver improvements on labs or imaging over months. In the next chapter, I'll show how to source these components together in a daily protocol if sourcing individually is a barrier. You've already heard the science and you've seen the protocol, but there's one practical problem most patients run into. Sourcing consistent, high-quality Mediterranean herbs and clinical-grade nutrients every single day is expensive, confusing, and time-consuming. That's the missing link between knowing what to do and actually getting measurable liver repair. That's why many people choose a carefully formulated daily protocol to make implementation realistic and reliable. One practical, research-informed option I recommend as part of a Mediterranean purification approach is Liv Pure, a 2-part formulation built to both flush toxins and reawaken liver fat-burning pathways. Liv Pure is structured in 2 complementary complexes: a liver purification complex containing standardized Silymarin, bitter herb extracts, and glutathione precursors to support phase 1-2 detox and reduce oxidative stress, and a liver fat-burning complex that uses Betaine, Berberine-type botanicals, and mitochondrial cofactors to boost beta oxidation and fat export. Together they address both the detox lane, overload, and the stalled, fat burn lane. How you use it matters. Think of this as a daily reset, taken each morning as directed to establish a steadier metabolic baseline. It's not a shortcut, it's a support strategy that amplifies the effect of the food and lifestyle protocol you've just learned. Combine food-first nutrition, the bile-stimulating morning ritual, and movement for best results. Be realistic. Metabolic repair takes time. Many people notice increased energy and less brain fog within 1 to 3 weeks, measurable liver improvements on labs or imaging in a few months, and more consistent weight loss as the liver resumes fat oxidation. Use a 30 to 90-day window to gauge effect and always pair the supplement with the Mediterranean purification steps. Important safety note: not all formulas are created equal. Choose third-party tested products, avoid proprietary blends that hide dosages, and consult your clinician if you're taking medications or have existing liver disease. Supplements are powerful tools, but they must be high quality and used responsibly. If sourcing these specific compounds feels overwhelming, the Liv Pure protocol can be a practical bridge while you follow the Mediterranean purification plan. In the final section, I'll close with 2 daily habits you can start tonight to protect your liver, and where to find the Liv Pure protocol link safely in the video description. Quick recap. Your liver is the furnace. If it's clogged by modern toxins, poor food choices, or simple mitochondrial fatigue, the body holds onto visceral fat, even when you do everything right. The good news: you can begin repairing that furnace today with practical, repeatable habits. Habit 1. Morning bile stimulation. Warm water with half a lemon on waking, followed by 8 to 12 minutes of gentle movement, walk, mobility, hip openers. It's a soft nudge that wakes bile flow and helps the liver start processing overnight waste. Habit 2. Eat a Mediterranean template. Leafy greens, crucifers, wild fatty fish, olive oil, legumes, and fermented foods. Importantly, eliminate industrial seed oils, canola, soybean, and cut back alcohol to reduce liver burden and de novo lipogenesis. Habit 3. Include liver support foods daily. Beets or a beet salad, betaine, bitter greens or artichoke, turmeric with black pepper, and crucifers. If sourcing is hard, consider a high-quality, third-party tested protocol to standardize intake. Habit 4. Move and rest. Twice weekly resistance training to increase muscle fuel uptake, short post-meal walks to blunt spikes, prioritize 7 to 8 hours sleep, and add daily stress micro-tools, breathing, brief walks, to lower inflammation. Track energy, morning score, waist or fit of clothes, and basic labs if concerned, ALT, AST, fasting insulin. Expect more energy in 1 to 3 weeks and measurable liver improvements across months. Be patient and consistent. If you want a practical, all-in-one option to standardize these compounds, see the Liv Pure protocol linked in the description below. You're not broken, your liver needs attention. Start these habits tonight. Disclaimer: this video is educational and not medical advice. If you have liver disease, take medications, are pregnant, or have chronic conditions, consult your healthcare provider before changing diet or starting supplements.